And we're back with Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, this time Season 3, Episode 4. Yes, I'm going to try and record 4 episodes tonight. I'm just going to try and do that every week from now on until we get this show done. We're on a home stretch right now. And last episode we had a decently fun episode with the constant, what was it? Techodons or Mechadons, whatever it was. They just kept coming because of this factory that just dropped into the middle of the city. I wonder if we'll deal with that, because it's still going to be doing that, even if Vilgax, who bought that factory, even if he does beat the Techodon or Mechadon, even if he does beat the robot that Ben managed to get the robots to go after him. Even if he beats that, they're just going to keep coming. So I don't know if that's something we're going to deal with at all. Probably won't. But yeah, message of the last episode was that Ben always just finds a way to win. He always finds a way to win. And I suppose the biggest shock of last episode was the fact that Argit was an actual positive influence in said episode when he convinced Vilgax to actually go to Earth so they could trap him. So yeah, I suppose anything can happen. But what will happen this episode? I just said anything. Will this involve the story with Old George, the Forever Knights? Will it have anything to do with that? I wonder. But we will find out. So yeah, let's just get into Season 3, Episode 4 of Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, starting right now. Okay, carnival, theme park.
Come on, can't miss the freak show.
Sure we can. It's late. I do want to see something gross in a rubber suit.
No, it's not possible. It is. It's you.
You know, carnivals are creepy places. Whoa! Mummy ninjas. Ooh. They've got the same symbol on their chest as that guy had on his paper, on his leaflets.
This is indeed a most historic day. The day that marks the return of Dagon, the knowledge bringer.
That's Vilgax. I think that's Vilgax. That is fucking Vilgax. The way he was at the end of Alien Force.
They were excited to get me on board. My celebrity can help raise awareness of their organization.
Your celebrity for being ranked 173 in women's tennis? Or for being the girlfriend of
Oh
Ben
no.
First of all, I'm ranked 83rd. And does it ever occur to you that everything isn't always about you?
Not really, no.
No.
Ben Tennyson. What an honor it is to finally meet you. And to have a celebrity of your stature visiting our meager offices. The knowledge bringer. His name is Dagon. Dagon promised to return to Earth someday.
I don't think that's
With the
Dagon.
technology, I'd love to bring the Ben Tennyson on board with our cause.
Don't think you scored any points with Julie back there.
Okay, so you're not into it. I get it, that's fine. But did you have to laugh in his face?
Julie, it was an accident. Sometimes I laugh inappropriately in awkward situations.
You're a terrible boyfriend. How many different aliens can you turn into now? 50?
63.
Oh.
And yet believing in aliens is laughable? So only you're allowed to use the alien tech to save the world.
Right. I mean, no, that's not...
Never mind.
Where's Gwen?
Let's just drop it.
We need damage control.
Looks like we've got a lead on that stolen plumber ship.
Stolen plumber ship?
Grandpa Max called while you were getting your burger and a side of salt.
You guys can handle it without me, right?
Have some apologizing to do?
Only if I'm wrong.
Okay, fair enough. I suppose that's Gwen and Kevin out of the picture for the rest of this episode. Oh! Oh, it's overkill. I didn't expect him to come back, but I suppose it makes sense with the stealth.
I was wondering when you would find me.
Vilgax, how can you be here? Living in a fish tank in the VIP room of a bunch of people who believe that Santa drives a UFO. It's a mystery, all right.
I should have been dead. explosion. Too weak to revert to my normal form.
Okay.
I eventually washed up on shore. Despite the indignity of my situation, it did provide me with food, shelter, and time to regain my strength. And I was liberated by this collection of buffoons, the Esoterica.
The Flamekeeper's circle. And this Dagon they're so obsessed with just happens to be some kind of space squid too.
A most fortuitous coincidence.
It's very rare you actually see a conversation between these two
Interstellar
like
ship.
this.
I will find Siphon, regain my lost powers, then return home to rule my empire.
You don't have an empire, genius. It fell after everybody heard you were dead.
So simple. Oh, yeah, fair enough. What the fuck is that? Oh! That's awkward. How the fuck do they do? Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's weird.
I'm sorry, Ben.
Oh.
Give up. Let her go.
It's okay. He wasn't really going to hurt me.
That's right, Ben.
Dagon is back, and he's going to bring us the technology needed to heal the world.
Julie, no! Stay away from him!
Don't think she's ever seen Vilgax.
Don't you see?
He sees all too well, child. He sees a world where he's no longer special. A healthy, safe world where he is no longer needed.
That isn't Dagon. His name is Vilgax. He's not a hero. He's a selfish, evil warlord who's using you.
That's Vilgax? You're telling the truth?
Mostly. Except for the flying off part. That ship isn't going anywhere without its pulse core.
Oh.
Ben opened a communications link so we could hear your plans.
Oh.
Hence my custom modification to the pulse core.
Let's go!
On it!
Woo! Gwen's got the moves. Oh!
Helped us save the world.
The world needs saving, all right. From creeps like you.
Gwen is... I thought Julie was about to do something.
I hate when he does that!
Even Vilgax feels it. Oh yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Ouch!
I'll be keeping an eye on you. There's no way I'm letting you get off the Earth.
Better keep your nose clean.
Or we'll be back.
What if Tennyson is telling the truth about Dagon?
We are the Flamekeeper's circle. We do not doubt. When I'm done with this planet, you won't recognize it.
Oh, Vilgax. Whoa! What's this now? A shameless plug for the Patreon is what it is. Basically, telling you to go on over to my Patreon page if you want to see more content from me. At this point, we've got a pretty good back catalogue of shows that we've reacted to, and the perks of being a paying patron means not just full length and early access to those shows, but also to Patreon exclusive shows and movies that did not make it onto this YouTube channel. Now, of course, the choice of which pledge to make, to which tier to pledge to, is yours, if any at all. I'm not forcing you to spend your money. But the more money you pay, the more perks you get. But every single paying patron will get their name at the end of every single one of my YouTube videos in the credits. Fair warning, I do record weeks and weeks in advance, so don't panic if you don't see your name up there straight away. It will come up eventually. Anyway, I have rambled enough about the Patreon and trying to get you to spend your money, so let's get back to the video. Okay, well, that was an interesting one. Interesting indeed. Vilgax is back. How long has it been since we last saw him? I don't think we've seen him at all in Ultimate Alien. Yeah, last episode of Alien Force was the last time we saw him. So he's been missing for 2 full seasons. Interesting. I mean, that was the case with Ultimate Alien. That was the case with Alien Force as well. He didn't show up until season 3. And once again, he shows up in season 3. Although, I definitely liked this introduction of him more than I did the introduction in Alien Force. Because in Alien Force I had to swallow the hard pill of it not being Steve Bloom anymore, and the redesign and the revamped motivation for him. I had to deal with a revamped Vilgax, and maybe this was also a revamped version, but I could swallow this a lot easier of him being this. I still don't like the idea of him being a giant squid, but keeping him like this for now makes sense. And not having him necessarily be... Because what I didn't like about Vilgax in his introduction in Alien Force is he was introduced and then he got beat. And it was during the time when Ben was acting like a complete dick as well. He was behaving like a kind of a dick in this one as well, but it wasn't as bad, because at least he was right. Yeah, but this one, you actually... I don't know, when... For some reason, we've had one-on-one conversations between Vilgax and Ben before, but this felt different. Telling how he survived the final battle of Alien Force and how he's come to this point, and then saying what he was planning to do of leaving the planet, and then the rise of his empire once again. The guys, the Circle of the Flame. I can't remember the actual name, but those guys, those ninjas looked awesome, and not to mention their powers were pretty cool as well. Apparently, jumping between dimensions. Apparently, that was cool. It offered up some pretty cool fight scenes. I thought we were going to have the Julie thing be an actual problem, maybe for a few episodes. Like, you could have stretched that out over a few episodes. There's a lot of things in Ben 10 that happen in one episode that you can stretch out over multiple if you so choose. But this one was another one of those where you could actually had Julie be part of this organisation under the impression that it was actually going to be a good thing, and then eventually it leads to tension between her and Ben, and then in a few episodes she realises, or maybe towards the finale she realises. You could have stretched that out over a few more episodes, but you know what? It was fine. It was fine. It was fine the way it was. And this is clearly a story that's going to be continuing as well, because he's still on Earth. He's not been really defeated. Ben, Gwen, Kevin and Julie, they know where he is, and it looks like once again they get tense between Ben and Julie, and then by the end of the episode they're usually alright again. Yeah, the relationship between Ben and Julie really gets a lot of tension put on it. And I don't know whether I should be like, maybe this is a sign that they should break up, or does it prove how strong their relationship is just because they've had so many problems? But it's definitely something to think about, considering Eunice was only in a couple of episodes ago, and she was such a positive influence in said episode. She was such a good part of that episode. Whereas whenever I see Julie really show up, it's not really anything positive. Like, she showed up last episode, and there was the moment when she actually went kind of like, she was getting angry with Ben because he beat her. And then when was the time before that? I can't really remember. Was it the episode where Ship went off to save Bazel, and Julie and Ben was just being dismissive of Ship, and Julie didn't like it. And that was when they were having the relationship issues. So yeah, it's difficult trying to navigate this situation with Ben and Julie because every time we see them together it's only a bad thing. Only bad things happen. Interesting. I need to rank this. Okay, so I think it was better than last episode. Was it better than the first episode? So it goes above episode 3, but does it go above episode 1? You know what? Just because of the moment when, like, Gwen and Kevin showed up and they were like, the stolen plumber ship has been recovered and everything, and like it was revealed like they'd done one over on Vilgax, like they actually beat him. Then I was like, okay, that's good. So this episode goes above episode 1 but below episode 2 because I just like the DNA Alien episode so much. And like I said, Eunice, such a positive influence in said episode. So yeah, a decent, fun episode, and I've got to record 3 more tonight, and I tell you what, I am hot. It is getting towards the summertime, and it is very hot. If you can hear the fan going off in the background, it has been going off the whole time, and it's been focused on me, so I've just had a constant breeze on the back of my head this whole time, and I still feel like I'm going to roast alive in this jacket. But you know what, I made a promise to wear it. It may be roasted in here, but it's raining outside. It's about to thunderstorm outside. And I feel like I'm going to roast alive in this jacket, but I took an oath to wear it for every episode of this show, I think. Have I worn it for every episode of Alien Force, Ultimate Alien? I think I have. Let me go back in my channel and have a look. Well, I was definitely wearing it in Season 2. Was I wearing it in Season 1? Yes, I was. I've worn this jacket for every episode of Ultimate Alien so far, and I will continue to do so until the end, even if I do burn alive. So, yeah, that was it for this episode of Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. Until next time, we are over and out. Bye!